What's going on, everyone? Happy Facebook Live. We got quite a bit of thunderstorm activity across the area. Zach Gilday, Blaze Thomas, got my weather crew here, minus Josh. Josh is, I think he was out golfing today.
I think he was. Heard a little bit of thunder. That's what he was saying up there in Bella Vista.
When thunder roars, go indoors. So, boy, we have so much pop-up activity, including in the River Valley. We'll take a look at that, but we got an active one. Blaze, how difficult was it to determine precipitation chances and the timing?
It was extremely, and still, there's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, it's just when we put together that 48-hour forecast, Zach and I and Josh, we alter it and we adjust it, and you're learning all about that. Like, we don't let the computer model do its thing. Because yesterday the computer model HRRR showed a lot of rain overnight last night. I was like, nope, trash.
And that's why we always say that our app is very important to have.
Yes.
Because it's not just a computer model. It's us multiple times a day actually changing it.
You got it. Absolutely. And check out some of these new graphics here that we've got. Well, maybe not. What do you think? That's interesting. Not going.
Maybe not during the live.
Not working. Huh.
Let's grab it.
Well, hey, here we go.
Hey.
Got that. Got a little mega Doppler action. So let's take a look at what's happening with the radar. And we got a lot going on here. So first of all, we'll start off zooming into the River Valley. If you're traveling up I-49 or southbound, right around basically the I-40, I-49 interchange, a little bit of some heavy rain coming down. And caused some accidents too, Zach. You were looking at that.
Yeah, northbound I-49 up by, what was it, exit 82? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Or was that?
It was just south of exit 85, but it was Good Hope Road that which is exit 83. So it's just north of exit 83, a little bit of a backup. But there's Hall Heating Cooling Mega Doppler. We'll zoom in. We'll stop this. We'll take a look at some of the other rain. Some people are saying some crazy clouds in areas of northwest Arkansas. And so we've got some outflow boundaries that are moving through, and that's going to fire off additional thunderstorm activity. But the good news is we're not looking at severe weather. But the reason that we hopped on this live is because we got a lot of rain chances. Please take us through those. And after we do this little weather tour on the radar, oh, look at that. Siloam Springs. You want to check that out, Zach? Let's do it. Let's look at Siloam Springs. So there's our Siloam Springs WeatherBug Network camera. That shows that shelf cloud that's coming this way. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we miss you guys too. So we're seeing that. Chris Williams is calling. We'll answer that. Oh, man. The flies are everywhere. The flies are walking stiff-legged down at Peter Pender. So there's a look at Harbor High School showing some rain. We got Arkansas Children's. That's some rain. What about Rodeo the Ozarks? A lot of people, partaking in that over the last couple of days, and we've got it tonight and tomorrow. And so far, we're not looking too shabby. There's a look at Mega Doppler along with that new graphic that finally loads. Why didn't that load at first?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't know. But so we've got Springdale, not really seeing the rain yet. We put this into motion. You can actually see this kind of falling apart. We'll probably have to switch radars. See this right here, this green line that's surging south? That's an outflow boundary, which is exactly why this Siloam Springs storm popped up right there. So that's why that was showing up the way that it did. And then we work our way south and some pop-up storms here and there. So let's take you through the timing of this rainfall. And so, Blaze, what do we got cooking here?
Well, the only day that I don't think there's rain chances is next Friday.
Let's take a look here what we've got. So there's the 40% that we've got, and then more 40%. So kind of take us through that timing here, next 48 hours.
Well, as we're seeing some new development taking place, and so we went with a 40% chance, and then we think that it's going to kind of fade away. But as we get closer to Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon, I think the rain chances increase again. And then I think they kind of die off, but then I think increase maybe overnight, Saturday night and early Sunday morning. and then potentially more rain Sunday afternoon. And then there's rain chances Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and like I said, Friday does look dry. At least it does right now.
But you have the
what is Friday?
July 4th.
Let's go.
So 4th of
perfect.
July.
Yeah.
Perfect time to shoot off fireworks.
One of my favorite holidays.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
America.
I love July 4th.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Yeah, some backyard barbecues. Summertime, nice weather.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, should be.
The weather's looking great for the 4th
Yeah.
of July. So let's take a look at the 2-day River Valley forecast. And this is where things get a little more complicated. So we just kind of put a little broad brush of 20% on there. That doesn't mean that it's raining at all times, but at any time you can't discount rain.
Right.
That's the best way to put that, Blaze. But you got a little 40% in there for Saturday midday.
Yeah, I think there will be an increased precipitation chance right around that time frame.
I think you're right on the money. Let's take a look here. Why? So first of all, there's that giant cluster of showers. It's not really going to be thunderstorms, and it probably will start dissipating tonight. But I do think a little bit of rain developing, and so you can kind of see how that subtle energy making its way eastward will probably bring some additional rain. So take the camera off the screen, we'll zoom in, and you can kind of see the way that develops and is slowly drifting eastward. So let's take a look at our future tracks. The future radar here, it's not doing too bad, and that shows those showers kind of drifting eastward by tonight, 9 o'clock. And then as we go into Saturday morning, potentially some rain. So for Bentonville Farmers Market, I think a little bit of light rain, not out of the question. Maybe a little bit of rain during the afternoon. Thunderstorms popping up in the River Valley. Remember, it might be a little bit warmer, a little more humid. And just like today, the humidity might lead to some stronger storms, not necessarily severe. But look at Saturday evening. So some people asking about the Old Dominion concert. I know that's a big one that's coming up at the Walmart amp. That is the next concert, Zach. It's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, maybe some rain to start the opening.
The gates open at 5:30, so it's a little bit of an early
showers,
opening.
But we do think that once we lose daytime heating and the future track models don't really have the activity persisting into the evening hours
and dissipating at night. Yeah. So here's a look at 7 p.m. A few lingering showers, but watch it kind of die off, only to redevelop in the early morning hours. But remember, these models aren't perfect, and it shows kind of rain lingering around throughout Sunday. But here's the deal. We've got all this little subtle energy. So here's a look at what we've got with the vorticity. So it's not super strong. The jet stream is way north, which is why these storms aren't necessarily real strong and severe. Someone saying, Brandon says, I'm almost starting to miss severe weather season.
I'm not.
No, it wasn't very long ago. June 18th, there were 5 tornadoes in our weather coverage area.
Yeah.
And then June 7th, we had another tornado that was confirmed at Devil's Den. But see all those little subtle pieces of energy? There it is diving in Monday and Tuesday. Now, maybe that frontal boundary pushes south that drives the rain into the River Valley. And then Wednesday, more pop-up shower activity. But this is where things start to dry out. Oh, yeah. Look at that ridge of high pressure, the jet stream way up to the north. And then that just means not as much rain. But future track models, just every single day. Subtle disturbances, bringing rain chances, bringing headaches for the meteorology team, trying to figure out when those chances for rain will be over the next 48 hours. So when you're downloading it on your app, the Weather Authority app, and you're putting that in there, you're seeing those percentages.
Yep.
And we'll be adjusting them, and we'll be going through all that. Brandon says the only thing he misses is all about the live stream.
Oh,
so,
let's go.
So this is something that that Blaze has added. We are live. We are live streaming. You can see some of the things that that you might want to do. So those are the different avenues for social media. For my social media, Blaze has his. Zach has his, although post and ghost. Yeah, he's not saying that.
No, I'll respond to comments.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But download that Weather Authority app for the latest information. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you a little Finally Friday treat. We're just going to look at the 7-day forecast right away. You can watch the news if you want, because I'll give you a more detailed look at the radar. But here's that 7-day, and boy, every single day looks about the same. So, Blaze, take us through that 7-day here.
Well, you can see we're saying 40% chance of showers, AM and PM, Sunday. There's also rain chances Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But as you can see, we went ahead with the 20% chance on Friday for July 4th. But I think the way things are looking right now, that 20% chance we'll fade that out and we'll put 0.
I think, yeah, that ridge is going to build in. But as of now, you never know. It could linger around a little bit more. So that's the 7-day for Northwest Arkansas. River Valley has absolutely no rain chances. No, just kidding. They're all in there too. So, yeah, active pattern, daily rain chances. And case in point, take a look at Mega Doppler right now. We've got rain popping up here and there, and there's a look at it coming into south of Siloam. A little bit of shower activity. Oh, look at that. That's getting close to Parsons Stadium. So here's where we got Parsons Stadium right here. We put this into motion, and let's see what that shower is doing. Drifting east, and then this one's going kind of northeast at the end. Here's another one. Golly, that's a long satellite. Or that's a long radar loop. Okay, maybe there are no showers. Dissipating. That's good. Ooh, Siloam is getting a good downpour. Let's check it out. Oh, there you go. No more shelf cloud anymore. So, all right, guys. Well, that about wraps it up. I've got a 7 o'clock newscast to do. And anything to add, guys? Nope.
No, yeah.
Goodbye.
Just, the weekend, there will be some rain chances. We'll be watching it. And hopefully, I wouldn't cancel plans, but just keep an eye on the radar, keep an eye on the weather app. We'll be giving you updates.
Yeah. Blaze, anything for you? You're going home.
I'm going home this weekend. Yep.
Got your parents in town right now?
Yep. They were up here earlier. So.
We got to meet, or I got to meet your mom and your brother. So
they enjoyed that event.
That was cool. Yeah, that was a fun time. We were at Gully Park Summer Concert Series, and it's kids' night, which means that I could go out and play. This is pretty fun.
I saw some competitions you were involved in.
That was a good time. Good time. All right, guys. Well, we got to shut it down.
We got Josh behind me.
Oh, Josh. Yes.
Got to do the newscast.
What you got cooking for the 7 here?
We got a lot of news that you have to tune in on KXNW.
Let's go.
The only place you'll get it.
Exclusive.
Also, too, another thing is that if you want to watch our newscasts, and let's say you don't have any TV service, but you got Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, Apple TV, Roku, 479 first.
479 first.
Whoa, that sounds
Ooh,
good.
right.
Say that again.
Ooh,
479
primero. Is that the first?
Yep.
Nice. That's very cool. So yeah, that is a streaming channel where you can watch all of our newscasts. You can watch them live. Don't have to worry about a delay. You'll also be able to see the different things that are happening behind the scenes. You've got a show called Taking You Further.
Oh, yeah.
I better get to the wall here because we're about to start. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you later. And sorry, Eleanor, I know you're just watching now, but you can watch the replay.
Gotta go.
See ya.